So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I don't know, do I want to do red or purple for être? I'm going to do red for être because I don't know. We're just doing that, okay? What you're going to do is you have your marker. This could all be the same color if you really wanted. I just think that having the different colors will help you visualize it. And what you're going to do is, this is the inside part. So whenever you made it a flower, this was the inside, and this has the little split where you can put your finger in it. I think that's pretty good lighting there. Keep that lighting for the rest of the video, please, computer. Let's do that. Let's do that. So take one of these flaps, and on the top, write your first verb, okay? Hold on, let me make sure that I'm doing this the right way before I say any more. It might help to do this for you guys too. So if you make the little flower, you're just going to put a little dot on whenever it's opened up the same way. Like, come on, lighting, come on. Whenever it's open like that, just put a little dot somewhere to let you know what flaps you need to be writing on, okay? So we open it back up and we see that the dots, oh God, maybe you can't see. There's one dot there, there's one dot there. They're on the same little triangle flappy dude. So these are both going to be être. These two also have it on this flappy dude. So these are going to be être. So at the top of these, you're going to write just the infinitive, être. If you want, you can write the meaning for it. So être is to be. And then I'm going to do it on the other side, être. I'm going to turn it around, être. Être. Okay, so these will be right side up. These will be upside down if we hold it the same way, but if we turn it, they'll be right side up. And these will be upside down. Okay, so we've got that. Now for the two flaps that remain, come on, lighting, let's not do this. For the two flaps that remain, we're going to put avoir on those, or the second verb for your guys' list. Just look at the instructions. Read the instructions. It's important. Okay. So we're going to put avoir, to have, down. Okay. And make sure you're writing these kind of small at the top so that you have room for the next step. Okay. So you've got être if you open it one way, avoir if you open it the other way. Verb 1, verb 2. Now we're going to take a neutral color and we're going to write in the subject pronouns, okay? So here's how we're going to divvy them up, because you might be saying, but mademoiselle, we have 6 subject pronouns, but there are only 4 spots. Haha, I see you. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going back to the first flap and we're going to write the first person, singular and plural. So we're going to have je and we're going to have nous. Okay, so I have je and nous there. Then in the second flap, we're going to have the second person, singular and plural. Tu and vous. Okay, so we have tu and vous right there. Then whenever we go to this other side, highlight, this corner is going to be the third person singular, he, she, they. This side is going to be the plural, the guys, the gals, the non-binary pals, okay? Those are going to go on this one. So first flap, il, elle, yel. Second flap, plural, il, elle, yel. Okay, so you've got the subject pronouns there. Guess what? Gonna do the same for the second verb. Oh my goodness me. I'm losing my mind, guys. So start back over. Put first person, je and nous. Then the next corner, tu and vous, second person. Spin it around. Then you're doing third person singular, il, elle, yel. Then third person plural, il, es, elle, es, and yel avec es. Okay, so now we've got this going on. If I can get good lighting, you can pause it to kind of catch yourselves up with where we are. Okay, so we've got that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open up. We'll start with être, je, and nous. Open up this flap. Okay, and it might be helpful to open all these up and draw like little spider web inside. In fact, let me do that for you guys real quick. So each of these little corners is going to be something different. So we draw that way. We draw that way. I definitely need to eat lunch after this video. These lines are not straight, and that's fine. So now this is all divvied up on the middle. So each little part corresponds to one of these little triangles. So I'm going to start back with être, je, and nous, and tu and vous. And then I'm just going to take my red and I'm going to write the conjugation. So, of course, we have je suis and nous sommes. And then we have tu es, vous êtes. Don't forget your accent marks. So, je, nous, je suis, nous sommes, tu, vous, tu es, vous êtes. Okay? You're going to do the same thing with going to the third person. Il, elle, yel, et, plural, sont. Okay? So you got that going on the inside. Okay? Then we just do the same thing for the second verb, starting with je, nous. It might be helpful for you guys if you have a verb that has a contraction, like I have, j'ai, maybe writing the whole thing in there so that you see the apostrophe usage with the je, that interaction of the vowels, because vowels don't like each other in French. Okay? Then we have nous avons. Next flap is tu and vous. So tu as, vous avez. Okay, so we got this going on. Then we have the other side. Third person singular a, third person plural on. So we have this. Flip this down. We have this. Okay. So now what we do is you can fold this back up. All right. If you want to get really fancy with it, you can label each of these things like with a 1 through 4. So like, oh, come on. Can we not? I'm almost there. There we go. So you can get really fancy with it. Like you can put a 1 through 4, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the petals so that whenever you roll the die, you can be like, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. And then you can label these with like a 1 through 4, like maybe put je, nous is 1, tu, vous is 2, singular third person is 3. You get the gist. Okay. So what you do to practice with these. So the second part of that activity is to make a video of you practicing. So let's give ourselves a number. Let's say we roll a 5 on our die, or someone gives us the number 5. So we're going to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then say we pick like the number 3. All right. So 3 is going to be être in the third person singular. Il, elle, yel. Gee, I wonder what that could be. I don't know. Is it il, elle, yel, a? Let's take a look. Oh, looky there. I got it right. But say, for example, I said il, elle, yel, sont. I open it up and I go, wait a minute. No, sont is for this other one. What's this other one? Oh, that's the plural because we can see the S there. So that, let me get my face back in here. That, my friends, is essentially what I'd like you guys to do for this fortune teller activity. So you make this little friend and then you do the practice thing with it. Then you just send me a video of you guys practicing. And guess what? You have a little conjugation thing that easily folds up to a little thing and you can put it in an index card box. There you go. So looking forward to seeing if you guys make these. I hope that even if you don't do it for the activity, that you can find these useful for verb conjugations in French, or even like, I don't know, for other subjects. I'm sure that you could put dates with different events for history. I'm sure that you could do like definitions for science, like, oh yeah, what's an ecosystem? It's a place where things live and stuff. Maybe you could even like find a creative way to do it for math, like what's the steps in doing a quadratic equation or something. The world is your oyster with these little things, and they're small and they're portable, and you can stuff them in whatever little plastic bag, index card box, whatever you feel like putting them in. So that is our lovely arts and crafts tutorial for this week. I'll try to keep my brain on the lookout for more little things to do like this, just so that you have a little bit more tactile whatevers. And other than that, hope you guys have a safe and as stress-free as possible. I know that 100% stress-free isn't really possible right now. Be safe, be smart, stay healthy. If you're not currently healthy, I hope that you feel better soon. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah! I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you, and see you later. À très bientôt.